Welcome to episode 4 of Just Truth. My name is Norma and I'm with Ashburn Folder today. And we're going to be talking about Windrush. We're going to be talking about Brexit, continuing talking about Brexit. And I want to introduce to you a new NGO. It's the Caribbean Libertarians, which is headed by Ashburn Folder, the CEO. So we went to a seminar on Wednesday, organized by, no, on Saturday, sorry, excuse me, I've just been all over the place this week. And it was hosted by Lee Jasper of Black Sox, and we were talking about Windrush, the way forward, etc., talking about more case studies, and we're looking at an action group that will actually keep Windrush in the fore of the press. So in terms of Windrush, you know, the government hasn't made very many inroads. Theresa May has apologized 5 times to the Windrush generation and the successors in terms of what has or has not been done. And, you know, this debacle cannot be allowed to continue. I'm sure you agree with me.
Yes, I totally agree with that. Can I sort of, as Norma said, my name is Ashburn Folder, and welcome again to another session. As Norma said, we attended a conference on Saturday, and it was based on Windrush. And what Norma is saying, we cannot stop putting the pressure on this government. We cannot stop sort of taking a laid-back attitude about what's happening, because the immigration law, the policies affect all of us, not only the Windrush, but Africans as so, even Asians and so on and so on. However, the emphasis is on the Caribbean, and the emphasis is also in Africa. So we got to keep the pressure on. So as Norma said, it was a great meeting. It was fantastic, sort of meeting lots of leadership, black leadership from all over the country was there, from Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, all over the place was there. And it was really vibrant to say that the pressure must be kept on.
Yes.
So you're absolutely right, Norma.
Yes. So in terms of the action group, I think I interjected a plan to get a battle bus enacted so that we can take not only the solutions to sort of the various capital cities, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, etc., because it seems as if the Windrush action groups are centred around London.
Yes.
This problem is UK-wide.
Absolutely.
And as you said, it does not just affect the Caribbeans, it affects, you know, the Asians as well, Africans. So the immigration problems that the Conservative government ushered in is far-reaching. And if we let this Windrush action die, if we actually let it fall down, if we do not keep the pressure not only on this government, but any successive governments, then I think we would have done our generation and our forefathers a great disservice.
Absolutely, totally agree. Not only that alone, we've got to consider these policies being brought in by the Conservative government, which I believe there's a deadline in some consultation papers.
The consultation, I think it's the 29th of October?
That's right.
Yes.
So we need to say, no, we're not going to accept that. We need that to go beyond. As far as I'm concerned, this should go on non-stop.
Non-stop.
But as far as this, on Saturday we're saying sort of sometime next year, they wanted to stop. But as far as I'm concerned, there should be no stopping this.
No stopping.
Because if we put a ceiling on this, what happens to people that are still caught up?
Yes.
And they'll still have the same issues. So really there should be no ceiling on this.
Totally agree. I think they'll fall off the grid. But also I'd like to remind you about the cap, the compensation cap.
Yeah.
I think Saved Javed said that there will be a compensation cap for people that have suffered as a result of the actions of the immigration policy. There is no limit to compensation.
Javed, we say no cap. We are saying to you directly, the people of the Caribbean are saying to you, no cap. This is it. Full stop.
Full stop. And no end to the consultation period.
There you go.
Not at the moment. That needs to be extended.
That's right.
Okay.
We need to go out there. We need to be demonstrating. We need to be talking to our people. All our communities need to get together. That could be countrywide. We're not going to accept it, and we're not having it.
We're not having it.
Absolutely.
Under any circumstances. And by any means necessary, we're going to take this forward.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think if they affect what we need to do, if they affect one community, all the communities need to get together. We need to come on en masse. We need to get together as a group, all of us. So if they affect, in fact, we need to know if they're deporting anybody, We need to come, everybody need to come together and be demonstrating and target the airlines as well.
Target, yeah, British Airlines.
We are not having this. This stops. We're going to fight to the last day.
Exactly. And if any of you are getting on a plane, ask whether or not there's any deportees and say this plane is not leaving until those deportees are taken off the plane and dealt with properly. That's a call. That's a clarion call to anybody who's traveling.
Absolutely.
So let's see what happens.
Yeah. Compensation. We want compensation.
Compensation.
We
restitution.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And no cap.
Yeah.
And an extension to the consultation deadline, because it really, really matters.
Yeah. Totally agree with that.
Yeah.
We cannot sit back, people. We're fed up with sitting back and taking life one day at a time. We're sick and fed up of letting the other person do what we're supposed to be doing as a community. We need to work collectively, Norma. We need to actually fight this collectively, Norma. And if we sit back and take this, Norma, what's going to happen? It'd be another thing, typical Caribbeans, typical Africans, sit back and take it. We need to unite as one. Africans and Caribbean, we need to unite. You guys need to get together. Get up and do something constructive. Stop sitting back and take this nonsense. Stop looking at fear. This is just truth. And we're telling the truth. Get up and do something. What do you think?
I totally agree with you for once. Totally agree with you. In terms of contacting us, if you do have a problem or you know anybody that's been affected by Windrush, contact us via the Facebook site, Just Truth. Our email address, we have that's Ashburn Holder at thecaribbeanlibertarians.com. You can contact me via my email address, that's hardtalkdiplomacy@gmail.com. We will not send any email back unanswered, i.e. without a positive answer and somewhere to direct you to get help.
Absolutely. People, listen up, enough. We need to get after them. We start doing things. We need to start actually taking part in our community. You guys need to target your local councillors. You need to target your MPs. You need to ask those guys questions. These guys are there to serve you, where you can directly contact these people. These guys are there to serve you. You vote them in. You have the right to get answers. So go to your MPs. The other thing we seem to be seeing, I see, Norma, what we have is Labour seems to be doing all this for the fighting, sort of Corbyn, and we've got no only Corbyn was
David Lammy.
We've got David, and we've got
Diana,
and we all seem to sit back and everything. Diana Abbott, Corbyn, these guys got enough on their hands. We need to do this collectively. I'm a Liberal Democrat, quite proud to be a Liberal Democrat, and Liberal Democrats themselves need to participate in that because you guys vote for them, and if you vote for them, you're supposed to hold them responsible. So go to them as well. Get your Lib Dem sort of councillors out. Say to them, look, I need you to support us on this. Go to your MPs. Get Liberals. This should be a joint thing. When it comes to NHS, there was a joint partnership with the NHS, and we all stood up the NHS. This is affecting all of us. So we all got to do it collectively. All the parties got to get together and fight this government to get it right. What do you think, Norma?
Well, totally agree with you that we need to be collectively unified as one force to ask for a solution. There are many different fragmented groups up and down the country, and that's fine. Everybody's doing their own thing in their own corner. At least something is getting done. But we do need to come together collectively as one voice.
Right, definitely.
Because until we do, we will just continue to be pushed to the sidelines.
Right to Vince Cable, guys. I'm a Liberal Democrat. Right to Vince Cable.
Now that might be a bit difficult because Vince Cable hasn't said anything about Windrush so far, has he? Does he know it exists?
I'm sure he does. But what we have to do is to actually write to him, tweak him, and say to him he wants something positively done. I'm sure he'll support the cause.
Listen, I can go one better than that.
Okay.
Go straight to the top.
Who's that?
Theresa May. She's the Home Secretary. She ushered in the immigration bills. She's now the Prime Minister. She's ushering in whatever she tells Javid to do. Javid's a puppet, after all.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So go to Theresa May. Lobby her office. Write to her office. If you don't know what to write, we will have templates on our website.
Absolutely.
So you can actually sort of just print off the template, top and tail it with your name, signed, send it to the MP.
But do you remember when we was in Parliament, when this conference on
The commission.
the commission conference, and we actually sat there listening to Javid.
Mm-hmm.
Javid didn't have a clue. Javid didn't know what's going on. Even his minister that actually was representing and actually taking on the case himself.
They didn't have a clue.
What was going on.
No. The Home Office is presently unfit for purpose.
Absolutely.
And I think Javid is unfit for office. He's like a headless chicken.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we need collective action. We need action per se. Just tell us.
People,
okay?
we're telling you this. Go to your MP. Get the Liberal Democrat involved. I'm Liberal, and I'm doing my bit. Now, I don't know if we're effective enough, or a lot of us is doing enough. I don't know. Tweak the Liberal Democrat. Tweak them and say to them, we want you to participate. It's not about Lammy. I'm sure David is doing a great job. Give him fair. He's doing
so
good.
far. He's
Diane
got other.
is-
They've got
sorry.
other problems now, though, haven't they?
Yeah.
So-
Diane is doing a great
Yeah.
job as
All
well.
credit to them.
Everybody's a great job. We are sitting back as Liberal Democrats. We're not doing enough. We need to show to our black community, Africans and Island Caribbean, that the Liberal Democrat is there to support you in every shape or form. Go out there and do it.
Sort of short of storming the Home Office, there's nothing much else we can do. The pen is mightier than the sword
Yes.
on this occasion. So yeah, keep up the pressure.
Yeah, and it's got to stay on.
Yeah.
And we cannot let that die.
Yeah.
We have people constantly being arrested.
Mm-hmm.
We have the children's being affected. The university, the schools,
Mm-hmm.
jobs. And these kids cannot work for months. I know this guy that hasn't worked for at least 2 years.
Well, I know people as well. Yeah.
So
I have
this
case
leads,
studies.
what does that lead to? Can you imagine you've got an 18-year-old or 20-year-old sitting at home, he can't work. What's the next best thing?
It goes much deeper. The breadwinner, the father that's been here 20 or 30 years, hears that his relative is ill in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
wants to go and visit,
Mm.
can't do so.
Yeah.
We've had a young boy, Ewan Blake, do you remember?
Yes.
Couldn't go to his own father's funeral
Yeah.
in the US. Still hasn't got a passport, still hasn't got his papers. And then the gentleman that we interviewed last week,
Absolutely,
Graham
yes.
Burke, you know, we all know the story of his mother, Joyce Gardner, that was
Yeah.
detained and died in police custody.
Yeah.
He still does not have any papers. He doesn't have a British passport. He's 30. Disgusting.
We've got people in the Windrush that have done some fantastic jobs. Those guys that's worked all their life in this country. Those guys that's done athletics, they got records, and those guys that's done marvellous work in the past, and yet they've been denied of their legal rights.
Not only that, they can't, you know, we had a gentleman that had cancer, couldn't get treatment. It's disgusting, you know, and I say that as a Conservative.
Yeah. So that's
So-
got to be joined collectively. We go in partnership. We got to have Labour, Liberal Democrat, and also people in the Conservative Party that strongly feels that this injustice is happening to Island Caribbean and needs to be addressed. So we all need to do this collectively. It cannot be Labour alone. It's not alone.
Lammy.
David Lammy. It's not. It's Jeremy. Jeremy's doing a great job as well. Fine, we accept all this. But the Liberal Democrat needs to come outside as well. Come out from hidden from behind and say, look, we're supporting this. I think there was something done some time ago of the Liberal where they had somewhere, there was a march in London and they took some participation in. I'm not sure about it because I was out in London, I was out. But anyway, I think they did do something, I'm not sure.
Don't
But
think so.
You don't think so? I'm
Don't
sure
think
there was
so.
some demonstration about
Maybe against racism, not necessarily against Windrush.
Windrush.
I don't think they've had a voice.
Liberal Democrats, you need to come out and tell our people, our Africans and Island Caribbeans, that you support us and you will continue supporting us. As a Liberal Democrat, I will support the Island Caribbean about Windrush, despite in my alternative Caribbean Libertarian, which is something totally different, non-political. We are the backbone of this. We're keeping conferences. We're working at the minute so that we can have the places that we have all the community to come out and express your views so that we can take this forward. Probably we should have a petition sign as well. No,
We should have a petition. Well, there is a petition. There's a Windrush petition already.
Yeah.
So that's in situ. But, you know, we just have to keep the pressure up.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Yeah.
I think Patrick Vernon has done an excellent job in sort of bringing this to the fore in the media.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have
Lee
to keep the
Jasper's
pressure
doing a
on.
fantastic job.
Lee
this
Jasper,
guy's really
outstanding.
absolute great guy. He's doing a lot of work, marvelous work.
Yes.
100% supporting him, and we are with him all the way. So Lee, thank you very much for what you're doing on
Yes,
behalf
thank
of
you.
Caribbean Libertarians.
Yes.
We thank you, and we'll continue supporting you. We are there for you. If you need us, we are there. Just a matter of a phone call. We're with people outside that look, get up and do something. You know, stop sitting back and taking this. We need to work together collectively and get this thing done. What do you think, Norma?
Yep.
The thing that upset me, we just sit back and take this nonsense. We sit back and take this racism. This is direct racism. Like it or lump it.
Well, I
We've
would
been
go even
targeted.
further than that. I'm one for words.
Okay.
Racism, ethnic cleansing. I see it as a form of ethnic cleansing.
Well, you take the word out of my mouth. I was
You've
going to
worked.
use it.
You've worked here for 30 years.
It's low pickings.
It's low pickings,
Yeah,
low
easy
hanging
targets.
fruit, easy targets. That's it. You've done your work. You're now no good to us. Go back.
That's right.
These people came here as British citizens.
Absolutely.
You know, even though Jamaica got their independence in 1962, they came under the British flag. Thought they were British citizens.
Sorry, Norma, to interrupt, is to interject. We cannot keep going to the emphasis about Jamaica. It's not only about Jamaica.
I know it's not just
It's not only
Jamaica.
about Jamaica. The emphasis was say Jamaica, Jamaica. It's Caribbean. Every single Caribbean is effective. So when we keep saying, we know the Windrush was sort of based from Jamaica to this country. There was lots of other ships.
It was four
Venezuela,
others. Yes.
and so forth was
Yes.
there. So there's lots of ship went right across the
Yes.
across the Caribbean.
Yes.
So the emphasis is not about Jamaica. It's about Caribbeans. Caribbeans, as Norma keeps saying. Norma, you must say Caribbeans.
Okay.
Not only Jamaicans. All of us. We are one. Jamaican, St. Lucian, Dominican, Antiguans, Grenadans, whatever, Barbados,
Trinidad,
Trinidad,
Tobago.
you name
Okay,
it,
all
you
the
name it,
islands.
all
All
the
right.
islands.
All right,
We
I'm
are one.
corrected. The
All right, we are
Caribbeans.
one.
The
We need to
Caribbeans.
fight this thing, the Caribbean, all right? And we all brothers and sisters. It's no difference. Jamaican, St. Lucian, we all sisters and brothers. We are one, all right? So we need to fight this. Get out there, get together with us, come and support us, come to the meetings, come to the forums. When there is forums all over the country, please come to the forums. Just don't sit home and keep talking about it. Come and express your view. We got to keep at it. We're not going to stop. Let's get this right.
We're not going to
That's
stop.
what I said. We're not going to stop,
Okay,
Norma.
okay.
We're going nowhere. We're there. We're there for you. Remember that.
We're going nowhere. So that's what do you remember in the forum on Saturday, I brought up the idea of the battle bus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're looking for sponsors for this battle bus, okay? Because we want to take this fight
country, yeah.
across the country.
Right.
Not only across the country, but don't forget there's people in Ireland. So we take it throughout the whole UK. So yes, if you know anybody that can sponsor us with a battle bus, get in touch.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
What Norma is saying, we need a bus. Big bus. Not a little bus. A big bus. Right?
But you know, during the election
And we
campaigns,
had-
everyone has a battle bus.
We had, what's his name? Boris.
Boris,
And this big bus. So what we want the same bus.
Conservative.
Come on, people out there. Let's help us out. There's people out there. There's the Africans and island Caribbeans. We're asking for funds so we can go around the country and we can deliver this message and help people. And there's lots of people out there that want to do that. We've got lots of volunteers out there that actually want to go out and spread the word and say, look, Lib Dem had a big bus as well. Liberal Democrat had a big bus. I understand Lee Jasper said the bus was donated. How true it is, don't quote me on that. So you go back to Lib Dem and say, I say, let's get this right. I was informed that the bus was given to Lib Dem or loaned to Lib Dem, I'm not sure, either one, by a company which actually donated the
a
bus.
gentleman that owns a coach,
coach.
Coach Park or something.
Yeah, that's
but
what
yes.
we were told.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. So Lib Dem will come and jump on my throat and have me to disciplinary panel. Let's get your facts right. That's what we were told. So the same person that gave Lib Dem the bus, we need your help now. We want a bus.
Yeah, we're asking, not just asking, we're begging. This is so important.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, even if you cannot do anything, just spare a pound. Just £1.
Yeah.
You'll have the bank account details so that please donate.
Yes.
You know, we're giving up our time, you know, and it's not just time, we're giving up our money, our expertise.
We want that pound.
Yeah.
All right?
Just
We need your help.
£1. That's all we're asking
Yeah.
for.
Consider in Britain about 3 or 4 million blacks in this country, at least.
Black-owned
more.
businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're asking for £1, even 50 pence. Quite happy with this.
Yeah.
If everybody give us 50 pence, 3 million people give 50 pence.
We're cool.
We're happy with this. But Norma's asking for £1.
Yeah, I'm
We are-
begging. Yeah.
So
Don't
support
often
us.
beg, but
We'll
I
give
am.
you the website.
Yeah.
We'll give you the information that we need.
Mm-hmm.
Go and give us your £1. We need it to help you guys, to help our parents, to
Yeah.
help our children, to help the future. From there, we're going to move on. We're not going to stop here and say it's the next Windrush. We're going to the next phase and continue helping our friends. We want to see you guys out there to come into politics. We need more black politicians.
Yeah.
We need to
Councillors.
encourage our children to get involved in politics. We need more councillors, as Norma said. Norma, do you want to explain a little bit more about councillors so our black fellow brothers will know how to do it? It's easy. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to have all the qualifications that you need.
You don't need any qualifications for a councillor.
Norma, please elaborate. Tell them a bit more how we're going to get them get involved in politics.
Okay. To be a councillor, it's good. It's an accolade. You're helping your community. If you help your community, then you're not only sort of raising your own profile, but you're understanding how local government works. From there on, you move up to national government. So what I encourage everybody to do, if you're interested, contact your local councillor. Ask if you can shadow them for possibly a month. Council meetings are public. So therefore, you're allowed to go in and listen to the rhetoric. You're listening to the questions that are coming up and the answers.
Right.
Your local council is responsible to you. You're paying your taxes so that they serve you. So there's no way you should be shut out of planning meetings, general meetings, etc. So please contact your local councillor and ask if you can shadow them if you're interested. If you're having problems finding out who your local councillor is, contact us. We'll find out for you and we can make the contact for you. We can do the introduction for you if you're frightened or nervous about contacting them. Same as with your MP. If you don't know who your MP is, contact us. We can find out who your MP is and tell you who to write to.
It's on our website. You'll have all the information you want on our website.
The website is?
Please, Norma, tell them.
www.thecaribbeanlibertarians.com.
Go there. The answer is there. Don't be scared to talk to your MPs. Don't be scared to talk to... Norma, tell them. Please explain to us. Supposing I've got an issue. Is there a nursery?
What type of issue?
Any local issue. Education, housing, school, whatever issue.
Okay,
It's
education goes to the
So-
county council.
Right. So
Yeah.
let's assume I want to meet with my counsellor. How do I... And I sort of... Has he got a nursery or there's somewhere I can go and talk to?
Surgery.
Is
You're
it
thinking about surgery. You're
Oh,
talking
right.
about
I thought it
surgery.
was a nursery. Somebody said to me last week they went to surgery. So it's a nursery. Oh.
This is...
There you go. Norma just correct me. You have to go to the surgery to see your MP. You got to go to surgery to see your counsellors as well. How many
Yeah.
times they keep that a week? Is it once or twice a week?
Possibly there's surgeries are kept once a month. But
Once a month.
your MP...
Listen to Norma. Once a month. Go out there and do what she said. Go on, Norma. Tell them how to do this.
Yes, but your local MP is available to you at any time. His email and his office is available to you at any time. If you cannot get hold of him in Parliament, contact the local constituency office. And the local constituency office will give your letter, your complaints, etc. to your local MP if you're that nervous about contacting them. But remember, MPs are just people. Okay?
Absolutely.
They're people
That's
to
right.
serve you. They're in
That's right.
office to serve you.
How about tweaking them, Norma? Can you tweak them as well?
Tweet them, you can tweet them.
There you go.
But not
Listen to-
everybody knows how to tweet.
Right? You don't
Yeah.
know how to tweet? We'll tell you.
Yeah.
Contact us and we'll tell you.
Yeah.
This lady is a genius. She'll tell you everything you need to know. She'll tell you about tweaking. She'll tell you about internet. She'll tell you about website. She'll tell you everything you need to know. Just contact us and the information is there. It's a phone call away. So don't be scared. If you haven't got a computer, ring us. If you haven't got a telephone to ring us, write us. We'll respond to every single letter you send to
Yeah.
us. We'll respond to it.
Yes.
So
yeah.
we want you guys to go out there, talk to your MPs. It's got to be done collectively as partnership, not only Labour, but all of us, Conservative, Lib Dem, and Labour.
Yeah, fighting
Because
Windrush, sorry to cut you.
Please,
Yeah.
cut me.
But fighting Windrush is not a single party issue. It's a cross-party issue, and it relates to people.
Brexit, it's a collective thing, isn't it? We've got Conservative, we've got Labour, and we got Lib Dems about Brexit.
We're here to assist. Okay.
Contact us. Speak
Yeah.
to Norma. Go ahead, Norma.
Yeah, you're allowed me to now? Okay. So in terms of that, as I said, we are putting our expertise at your behest. Mr. Holder, Ashburn, is quite vocal in all sorts of issues. So therefore, he's approachable. His website and his email will be on the link. So therefore, if you don't want to contact me, contact him. But we're both working together with a lot of other parties and other groups to make Windrush a success. Because don't forget, if Windrush falls down, something else is coming behind it.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just truth. I'll just interject into Norma. This is just truth. Sorry, Norma, I do apologize. This is just truth, and we're talking the truth. Everything we say here is the truth. We don't sort of mess around. We tell you the information that you need, and it's the truth. Norma, please continue. Apologize for that.
Thank you.
Well,
So in terms of allowing me to continue, thank you, Mr. Holder.
contact us.
Please do.
Just truth. We will contact us.
Yes. We just...
No more giving information that you want.
Okay. So again, the email address is ahie@ashburnholder@thecaribbeanlibertarians.com or hardtalkdiplomacy@gmail.com. That's my email address if you want to contact me. We haven't got a Just Truth webpage yet, but the link to Just Truth will be on Mr. Holder's website.
Right. This is a new group we form in Ilford because we felt in Redbridge we're not represented. We felt that the island and African Caribbeans is not represented. We're underrepresented. And we thought the way forward is we've got to form this group to represent island Caribbean, also the African community, and way beyond an ethnic matter, etc. But the emphasis is Africans and island Caribbeans. We sort of had to represent. We represent everybody.
Yeah.
So for all the groups that we met on Saturday, we're saying exactly the same thing in every different area they use: Leeds, Birmingham, Manchester, and so forth.
Yes.
Or everybody had the same voice. We feel we're underrepresented, and with Lee Jasper and all these guys are doing exactly this thing, so that we have a constructive and positive voice that we can take a message to our MPs. And when you vote for these guys in future, tell them that you want to be represent them, because if they don't represent you, don't vote for them. All right?
You can vote them out of office.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's possible. Okay? So don't believe that you're alone.
That's
you
right.
know, you have support, you have help, you have information.
Yes.
So please, I'm asking you once again, contact us, and I'm begging you for £1.
Just truth.
Just truth.
£1,
Thank you.
even 50 pence. We'll take 50 pence. If you can't afford it, we'll accept 50. In fact, we'll accept whatever you can comfortably afford. We don't want you to sort of go beyond what you can't afford, what you can comfortably afford. Just truth. We've got Norma with us this evening. She's great, this woman. Talk to her. She'll tell you everything you want to know. Talk to Norma. Talk to me. Just truth will tell you what you need to know. Talk to you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye for now.
She's the girl.
Woman.
She's